Good morning. My name is Blaine Bagaski. I'm presenting to you my 2011 Nissan Altima 2.5S. This car is in very clean condition. It's mechanically sound. There are no issues whatsoever. This car only has 55,000 miles daily driven. No accidents. No dings or dents. A couple of small scratches here and there. Hardly noticeable. There are brand new BF Goodrich Advantage TA tires within the past 9,000 miles. Those came from Tire Barn, and at the same time there was also an alignment performed. There was not an alignment issue prior, but for 115 bucks it was suggested, and why not? The car tracks perfectly, does not pull left or right at all. It didn't before the tires neither, but nonetheless, why not get the alignment if you're going to spend $800 on tires? This car has the 2.5 liter inline 4-cylinder engine. It's very economical. The car is rated for 23 city, and I'm thinking it's 32, 33, or 34 highway. I'm not really sure. Most of my driving is in the city and stop-and-go traffic. It's a very roomy car, actually. From what I've read online, the Altima is technically considered a mid-size car, but it is at the high end, or it's on the large side of a mid-size, more or less really close to be considering what would be a full-size car. But nonetheless, it's a little bit chilly today, so I think you've seen the outside. Body panels are all straight, dent-free, immaculate condition. Like I said, it only has 55,000 miles on it, so it's kind of what you would expect. Very nice car. Very economical. I'll show you some of the features. Obviously, you get the two standard Nissan smart keys, in which case you can lock, unlock, panic button, and trunk release from your key. Or, as most modern cars have, they have the unlock button actually in the driver's door and the passenger door. So ladies, if you have a purse and you keep your keys in the purse, you don't really need to get them out to enter or exit the car. You just come within whatever the parameter is for distance from the vehicle, and you could just press the button, get in and out. For us men, obviously, we most likely are going to have a carabiner. Keep the keys on the belt. Step inside the vehicle. Has an immaculate cloth interior. All the seats are manual, no electric. The driver's seat does have, I like sitting with the seat all the way up, but you can adjust the height of the driver's seat. Show you the back real quick before I get in. Show you all the front stuff. Back is in just as good a condition. Flip down armrest. Cloth interior, no tears, no burns. Non-smoking. As I said, the car, the interior Has no tears, no snags, no rips, no burn marks. We are non-smokers, never have smoked. My wife owned this car since 2013 when the vehicle was 2 years old. And then I bought it in 2017 from her, so it is a 3-owner vehicle. But I guess you would say 2 families. Very clean interior, black seats, gray headliner. A, B, and C pillar trim is gray. But black seats, black carpeting, black dash, armrest, cup holders with closing doors. Another cubby up here. You have power points in the cubby here and also in the glove box. There's also you can lock the trunk out. You can lock the trunk, so if somebody breaks into the car, they cannot use the interior trunk release. There's your fuel door release, traction control. So let's start the vehicle up. Since it's a smart key, you don't have to put the key in anywhere. You put your foot on the brake, press to start. You could scroll through the menus here. You see the car has 55,000 miles. Outside temperature, 38 degrees. There's your instant miles per gallon display. There's my miles per gallon average, 22.8. And you can see my average speed is 18.7, which 99.9% of the time I'm driving in Northwest Indiana, stop and go traffic, stoplight every half a block. But for entirely city driving, you can't beat basically 23 miles per gallon, which is just about spot on with the EPA's rating. So I guess they've gotten more accurate with that over the years. I know back in the past it used to be somewhat inflated. There's some timers, miles, since that's reset. I really don't ever reset that. Once it gets to 24, I believe it goes back to 0. So I don't know why you'd ever need that timer, but nonetheless, it's there for you to use. And the mileage, I normally just use the trip down here, more so than resetting the this mileage in the center. It does show you a range. In the menu, you can set up maintenance timers if you'd like for, say, tire rotation, oil change, etc. You can set that up. I normally leave it on range. HVAC controls, AC and heat work. Very toasty or very cold, depending on how you like it. There's your stereo. Has single CD player, auxiliary in with the cable, and also it has the factory Nissan Blue Connect system, which is independent of the radio. If I press this button, it might screw up the video because it is linked to my telephone, but this is for making and receiving telephone calls only. It has nothing to do with the radio. But you can answer calls, you can hang up calls, you can put calls on hold, and I have all the paperwork for that on how to use it. It's a factory option that replaces where the sunglasses holder would normally be. You have cruise control. As you can see, cruise on or off. Like I said, traction control, windshield wipers, everything works. No lights on the dash, obviously, passes emissions, and it does have a tire pressure monitoring system, although that is required, just as you can see the light is not on. So this car is ready to go. Be a great driver for any commuter, young driver, whatever have you. Please contact with any questions. Thank you so much.